Hey, hello students and good morning. Welcome back to my channel again. So we are preparing for Maharashtra Set examination. This video is purposefully particularly for upcoming examination of July 2026. It's a paper number 2. So let's see in today's video again some important questions or the practice question we will call it. So without wasting our time, we will start मूविंग ऑन द नेक्स्ट पार्ट दैट इज क्वेश्चन नंबर 1. तो चलो शुरू करते हैं आज की वीडियो में हमारे कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस. ठीक है, पहला क्वेश्चन देख लेते हैं. हु कॉइन्ड द टर्म एसे with the publication of his essays in 1580 establishing the foundation of the modern personal non-fiction prose. Okay, so student, today's video especially on the non-fiction prose, whatever question, it is a section, it's a section इन अवर इंग्लिश लिटरेचर पेपर नंबर 2 का हमारा इंपॉर्टेंट सेक्शन है ये, जिसमें हमें नॉन फ्रिक्शन प्रोज पे क्वेश्चन आते हैं. तो पहला क्वेश्चन कहता है कि किसने ऐसे का जो टर्म है वो कॉइन किया था अपने एसेज इन 1580 के पब्लिकेशन में. ठीक है, ऑप्शन देख लेते हैं. फ्रांसिस बेकन, मिशेल डी मॉन्टेगन, थॉमस ब्राउन एंड जोसेफ एडिसन. Now, when we see the option Francis Bacon तो बाद में आ जाते हैं. थॉमस ब्राउन एंड जोसेफ एडिशन उतना ऐसे से डील नहीं करते हैं, तो हमारा करेक्ट ऑप्शन हो जाएगा बी. मिशेल डी मॉन्टेगन is a father of essay, we will call it that, and after that modern essayism that Francis Bacon. ठीक है, let's see next question. ठीक है, which 17th century non-fiction prose work by Sir Thomas Browne is famous meditation on mortality, the impermanence of human achievement and the vanity of seeking earthly immortality. ठीक है, थॉमस ब्राउन का हमें फेमस मेडिटेशन वर्क पर जानना है. नॉन फिक्शन प्रोज था रिलीजियो मेडिसी, द एनाटॉमी ऑफ मेलैंकोली, हाइड्रोटोफिया, अर्न ब्यूरियल एंड एरियोपेजेटिका. So which one is that? No doubt Religio Medici is the work of Thomas Browne, but ये जो question ये कहता है कि non-fiction work by Thomas Browne is famous meditation on mortality. ठीक है, तो हमारा correct option हो जाएगा C. Hydrotophia on Burial. ठीक है, C is correct. Next question. In Francis Bacon's essay of truth, Francis Bacon का essay of truth, which of the following is famously compared to the pearl that she worked best by day? Okay. Read the question properly. ठीक है, कंपेयर करता है. सी. श्वेत बेस्ट बाय डे, वर्चू, falsehood, a lie that mingle with pleasure, the truth in matters of civil business. Which one is correct? So here हमारा let's see C option correct हो जाएगा. ठीक है, let's move on the next. A lie that mingles with the pleasure. Next question देख लेते हैं. Which pair of English essayists are primarily celebrated for launching the 18th century periodical essay through the Tatler and the Spectator? So it is हमें फोर्थ ऑप्शन देखने की भी जरूरत नहीं. हमारी ये जो जोड़ी है जिन्होंने periodical essays पब्लिश कराए थे, they launching the periodical essays, the Tatler and the Spectator, Joseph Addison and Richard Steele. Next question. Thomas D. Quincy's Confession of an English Opium Eater was the first published in which magazine, marking a significant milestone in confessional and autobiographical non-prose? So the correct option देख लेते हैं. The Edinburgh Review में publish हुआ था, The Quarterly Review में, London Magazine में या Fraser Magazine में. तो हमारा जो थॉमस डी क्वेंसी का कन्फेशन ऑफ एन इंग्लिश ओपियम ईटर है, ये पब्लिश हुआ था लंदन मैगजीन में. ठीक है, ये ऑटोबायोग्राफिकल नॉन फिक्शन प्रोज थी और सी ऑप्शन हमारा करेक्ट है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Which literary critic famously categorized prose writer into the literature of knowledge? and the literature of power, a definitive distinct heavily tested in sit-in net exams. ठीक है. Matthew Arnold, Thomas Carlyle, John Ruskin, Thomas De Quincey. Which critic famously categorized prose writer into the literature of knowledge and the literature of power, a definitive distinction heavily tested sit-in net exam. तो correct option हमारा हो जाएगा D, Thomas De Quincey. Next question. Which of the following is a famous prose essay by Charles Lamb? चार्ल्स लाम का फेमस प्रोज essay जिन्होंने सिडोनिम के अंडर लिखा था, ऑप्शन देख लेते हैं. इलिया उनका सिडोनिम था, that profoundly explored the theme of the lost childhood and nostalgia. On the tragedies of Shakespeare, Dream Children, a Reverie, Dissertation upon a Roast Pig, and the Praise of Chimney Sweeper. So the correct option है हमारा Dream Children, a Reverie. B is correct. Next question. John Ruskin's Unto This Last. ठीक है. A vital text, Victorian non-fiction prose है ये John Ruskin की. Profoundly impacted Mahatma Gandhi. What was its primary thematic focus? इसका thematic focus क्या है? Art and Architecture of Venice, Critique of Modern Political Economy and the Capitalism, the Spiritual Evaluation of Working Class, and the Nature and Picaresque Landscape. So the correct option है हमारा B, that is Critique of Modern Political Economy by John Ruskin. Unto This Last. B is correct here. Critique on Modern Political Economy and Capitalism. Next question. Which non-fiction prose piece by George Orwell? George Orwell का non-fiction prose famously analyzed the degradation of the English language and its connection to the totalitarian political ideology. ठीक है. Shooting an Elephant, Politics and English Language, The Lion and the Unicorn, Down Out in Paris and London. So which one is correct? A, B, C or D? So here George Orwell का masterpiece, which is on analyze the degradation of English language and its connection to totalitarian political ideology, that is option number here B is correct, Politics and the English Language. Next question. Okay. In Virginia Woolf's feminist non-fiction prose, A Three Genesis. Virginia Woolf's feminist non-fiction prose work, A Three Genesis. What are the three specific causes or institution for which narrator is asked or raise money? Okay. So, women's suffrage, education and prevention of war, the education of women, the building of a college and the prevention of war, a women college, the church and the society for the protection of art, a women's hospital and employment bureau and the peace movement. So which one is correct that? So I think option number B is correct here. Correct. B correct है हमारा, the education of women, the building of a college and the prevention of war. Next question. Who coined the term the fourth estate in reference to the public press in British political prose? किसने कॉइन किया था the term the fourth estate in reference to the public press in British political? Edmund Burke, Thomas Carlyle, Thomas Badminton Macaulay, William Hazlitt. Which one is correct? So let's see. The हमारा correct option हो जाएगा यहाँ पे हमारा I think हाँ करेक्ट ऑप्शन हमारा बी है, थॉमस कार्लाइल. क्योंकि while Edmund Burke is often credited to the other work, but हमारे जो थॉमस कार्लाइल का वर्क है ऑन हीरोज की जब वो बात करते हैं, ऑन हीरोज आर द हिस्ट्री ऑफ द हीरोज, 1841 का उनका वर्क था. सो ही कॉइन्ड द टर्म फोर्थ एस्टेट. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. ओके. The Anatomy of Melancholy, Robert Burton writes under which specific pseudonym persona? तो हमारे जो रॉबर्ट बर्टन है ये कौन सा pseudonym यूज करते हैं लिखने के लिए The Anatomy of Melancholy? तो रॉबर्ट बर्टन wrote his massive medication Anatomy of Melancholy 1621 में लिखा था और इसके लिए इन्होंने एक pseudonym यूज किया था, वो था Democritus Junior. A option is correct here. Democritus Junior. A is correct here. Next question. Which 17th century non-fiction prose work is structurally built around a philosophical discussion between Picasso, Venator and Archippus. Okay. कौन सा नॉन फिक्शन प्रोज है? स्ट्रक्चर रिब्यूट था अराउंड द फिलोसॉफिकल डिस्कशन. तो ऑप्शन देख लेते हैं. द कंप्लीट एंगुलर, हाइड्रोट्रोफिया एंड अर्नब्यूरियल. ठीक है. द एनाटॉमी ऑफ मेलैंकोली एंड द रिलीजियो मेडिसिन. सो ए, बी, सी और डी. सो द करेक्ट ऑप्शन है हमारा कंप्लीट एंगुलर. सो ये कंप्लीट एंगुलर जो था एजैक वॉल्टन का वर्क था, कंप्लीट एंगुलर, एंड it is built around the philosophical discussion, Picaster, the fisherman, Venator, the hunter. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. जॉन मिल्टन का जो एरोपेजेटिका was written explicitly in protest against which specific parliamentary order. ठीक है. मिल्टन का एरोपेजेटिका. तो इट इज ऑप्शन देख लेते हैं. लाइसेनिंग ऑर्डर ऑफ 1643, Conventicle Act of 1664, the Printing Act of 1662, and the Stamp Act of 1712. A, B, C और D. So correct option है हमारा यहाँ पे the Licensing Order of 1643. जॉन मिल्टन ने पब्लिश किया था एरोपेजेटिका अगेंस्ट द पार्लियामेंट्स लाइसेनिंग ऑर्डर, जो जून 14 में उन्होंने पब्लिश कराया था एंड उन्होंने बैन लगाया था. तो उसके ऊपर उन्होंने लिखा था द लाइसेनिंग ऑर्डर. Next question. Which English essayist wrote the famous line, "Revenge is a kind of wild justice"? ठीक है. Revenge is a kind of a wild justice which the more man's nature runs to, the more ought law the beat it out. ठीक है. Francis Bacon, Abraham Cowley, Thomas Brown, John Ryder. Which one is correct here? So obviously, the Revenge of Studies, this kind of essay is written by the Francis Bacon, and it is a famous line, it is a famous quote from the essayist Francis Bacon. Francis Bacon quote opens with the celebrated the revenge, and it is an expanded form of the essay. ठीक है. Next question. Sir Thomas Browne's Hydrotrophia arboreal was directly prompted by the discovery of ancient sepulchral urn which English country? Norfolk, Suffolk, Yorkshire, Cornwall. So the correct answer is Norfolk. Sir Thomas Browne wrote the Hydrotrophia, literary discovery of several Roman sculpture urns, but it is a Norfolk. Next question. In the Battle of the Books, Jonathan Swift champions ancient literature against modern literature. Which library serves as the setting for the epic satirical battle? सेंट जेम्स लाइब्रेरी का सीन है, बॉडलेन लाइब्रेरी है, ब्रिटिश म्यूजियम लाइब्रेरी है, कैम्ब्रिज यूनिवर्सिटी लाइब्रेरी है. ठीक है. सो द करेक्ट आंसर इज सेंट जेम्स लाइब्रेरी. जोनाथन स्विफ्ट का जो प्रोज सटायर है द बैटल ऑफ द बुक्स, इट इज अ फिजिकल बैटल ब्रेकिंग आउट अमंग द बुक्स एंड द सेटिंग इज इन द St. James Palace or the St. James Library. Next question. ठीक है. Which publication by Thomas T. Quincy feature a rigorous philosophical and psychological analysis titled On the Knocking at the Gate in Macbeth? So, miscellaneous essays, The Confession of English Opium Eater, Suspiria de Profundis, The English Mail Coach. So, the correct answer हो जाएगा हमारा though the published as a separate critical in 1823 on the knocking at the gate in Macbeth. The publication by Thomas T. Quincy on the knocking at the gate in Macbeth. It is from the publication of the philosophical analysis from the Confession of an English Opium Eater. Next question. Who wrote the foundational feminist text Vindication of the Rights of Women 1792 as a direct response to Charles Maurice de Talleyrand Fajardo's report on public education? So it is by the Mary Wollstonecraft. Next question. Edward Gibbon's The History of the Decline and the Fall of Roman Empire famously attribute the fall of Rome to which two primarily structural causes? ठीक है. वो causes देख लेते हैं. Injuries of time and nature and the abuse of Christianity, barbarian invasion and economic inflation, tyranny of emperors and corruption of the guard, and the institutionalization, slavery, and the administrative over expansion. So the correct option is option number A, injuries of the time and nature and the abuse of Christianity. Next question. Which 19th century prose work by John Ruskin argued that economic value of the nation is rooted in the well-being of the people famously? So the work is Unto the Last. There is no wealth but life unto the last, 1860. Next question. Matthew Arnold defines culture as a pursuit of our total perfection by means of getting to know the best which has been thought that said in the world in which prose collection. So the correct option यहाँ पे हो जाएगा हमारा culture and anarchy. ठीक है? Okay. 1869 में ये बुक उन्होंने लिखी थी. Option number A is correct. Next question. Walter Patter's controversial conclusion to the Renaissance studies in art and poetry was temporarily omitted in the second edition because he feared it might. ठीक है? Corrupt the young mind who read it. Controversial conclusion to the Renaissance studies in art and poetry. Face legal prosecution for blasphemy. Alienation his political publisher. Plagiarize French symbolist manifesto. What is the fear? The correct option is corrupt the young minds who read it. So Walter Pater withdraw the conclusion purposefully, the Renaissance, because he worried the ultra heterogeneously or the James-like flame is there, and the corrupt the young mind who read it. Next question. Which 20th century non-fiction work by Virginia Woolf explored the material and fictional constraints faced by the women writers through the fictionalized character of Shakespeare's sister, so the rooms of one's own. Next question. George Orwell का 1964 essay Politics and the English Language explicitly criticized the use of which stylistic wise to define the indefensible. So the correct answer is option number A, pretendious diction and dying metaphors. Next question. Who wrote the influential 17th century theological prose work Holy Living and Holy Time? So the correct option is Jeremy Taylor. Jeremy Taylor ने ये work publish कराया था 1650 में, and the rules and the exercises of Holy Time. Next question. In his essay The Indian Jugglers, William Hazlitt contrasts the physical perfection of the jugglers with the intellectual limit of which creative group? Fine arts and poets, mechanical inventors, professional politicians, academic philosophers. So which one is correct here? So the correct option is the fine artists and the poets. The Indian Jugglers, 1821 by William Hazlitt. Next question. Samuel Johnson's The Lives of the Most Eminent English Poets begins chronological with which poet's biography? Samuel Johnson का The Lives of the Poets से Most Eminent English Poets begin होता है कौन से chronological poet से? तो ऑप्शन देख लेते हैं. अब्राहम कॉले से, जॉफ्री चॉसर से, जॉन मिल्टन या एडमंड स्पेंसर. ठीक है, तो हमारा करेक्ट ऑप्शन है अब्राहम कॉले. सैमुअल जॉनसन deliberately bypassed the lives of the poets 1779 to 1781 and he started chronology from the Abraham Cowley. Next question. Which Enlightenment philosopher penned an essay concerning human understanding and the highly influenced two treatises of government? John Locke, Thomas Hobbes, David Hume, George Berkeley. So the correct option is John Locke. Next question. Charles Lamb published the deeply nostalgic and personal essay under the pseudonym Elia. ठीक है, तो कौन सा है वो वर्क? पर्सनल एसे है. What was the real life source of this name? An Italian clerk of the South Asian Sea. ठीक है. A fictional character from a Renaissance play. His maternal grandfather's middle name. The correct option is A, an Italian clerk at the South Sea House. Next question. Which work of Victorian non-fiction by Thomas Carlyle introduced his philosophy of clothes? Philosophy. ठीक है. Thomas Carlyle. ऑप्शन देख लेते हैं. Sartor restarts past and present on heroes, hero worship and the heroic in history, the French Revolution. So the correct option is Sartor restart, the Taylor retailer जिसका मीनिंग होता है, and German philosopher diagnosis and the function as an extensive metaphor. So A option is correct here. Next question. John Henry Newman, Apologia Pro Vita Sua, was written as a direct defense-driven response to whom? So the correct option is Charles Kingsley. John Henry Newman wrote his autobiographical work, the title Apologia Pro Vita Sua, and to counter view to review by Charles Kingsley give to him. Next question. Which post-colonial non-fiction work by Edward Said, 1978, analyzed the Western academic and literary construction of the Eurasian other? So the correct option is Orientalism. Next question. Latent, stretchy, eminent Victorians revolutionized the genre of biography by using irony and philosophical exposure on which group? तो ऑप्शन देख लो A, B, C on the screen. ठीक है, तो हमारा करेक्ट ऑप्शन इसका हो जाएगा ए, कार्डिनल मैनिंग, फ्लोरेंस नाइटिंगेल, थॉमस अर्नोल्ड एंड जनरल गॉर्डन. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Which restoration era writer shorthand diary kept 1660 to 1669? So it's the Samuel Pepys. Next question. James Boswell's The Life of Samuel Johnson is widely praised for introducing which innovative biographical technique into the English literature? So it is the correct answer is recording verbatim conversation and daily dialogue. Next question. Which major political treatise by Thomas Hobbes 1651 used the metaphor of giant artificial man composed of individual citizens to the argue for an absolute sovereign? Thomas Hobbes का political treatise Leviathan, DQ, the element of law or Behemoth. The correct option is Leviathan. Next question. Richard Steele and Joseph Addison founded The Spectator in 1711. Who was the fictional character created to serve as the chief observer and the voice of periodical? So option है Mr. Spectator, Roger D. Coverley, और दो ऑप्शन देख लेते हैं, Isaac Bickerstaff and the Captain Sentry. So the correct option is Mr. Spectator. Next question. Which political pamphlet by Edmund Burke published 1790 जो strongly predict करता है violent overthrow of traditional institution would lead to military dictatorship? ऑप्शन है हमारे ऑप्शन नंबर ए करेक्ट है, बी या सी या डी. तो हमारा करेक्ट ऑप्शन है गाइस यहाँ पे देख लेते हैं, Reflections on the Revolution of France by the Edmund Burke. Next question. In his architectural and social prose, The Seven Lamps of Architecture, John Ruskin defines lamp as. ठीक है, ये जो वर्क है हमारे जॉन रस्किन का सेवन लैम्प्स ऑफ आर्किटेक्चर. सो लैम्प एज ए, बी, सी और डी. तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन हो जाएगा हमारा ए, मॉरल एंड स्पिरिचुअल प्रिंसिपल्स गाइडिंग आर्किटेक्चर क्रिएटिंग. ठीक है गाइस, दिस इज हाउ द नॉन फिक्शनल प्रोज पे क्वेश्चन बनते हैं. तो मैंने ये वीडियो स्पेशली अपकमिंग एग्जाम के लिए बनाई है. अगर आप मेरे चैनल पे नए हैं तो लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब जरूर करें. थैंक यू.